Today is August 12th and Bitcoin is sitting around 64,000 after a wild morning. Today's big inflation report just landed and it barely moved the needle. But that's not stopping traders from betting big on where Bitcoin is heading next. And in Japan, one of Bitcoin's biggest corporate buyers just moved $250 million of dollars into coins, sparking a mini panic before the truth came out. Let's break it down. The government's July inflation report came out this morning. Prices rose 3.4% over the past year, down slightly from 3.5% the month before. That matches what economists expected. No surprises. Bitcoin dipped to about 63,400 right before the report. Then it climbed back up to around 64,000 right after. It's been stuck between 62,000 and 66,000 for 5 weeks straight, and this report didn't break it out of the box. This inflation number matters because it tells the Federal Reserve whether to cut interest rates soon. A hot number would have scared investors out of risky assets like Bitcoin. A cold number would have sent Bitcoin flying. Instead, we got a no news result, which actually calmed nerves. It removed the fear of a surprise sell off, even if it didn't spark a rally either. Simply put, no bad news is good news right now. Monday, US Bitcoin ETF saw 144 million walk out the door, snapping a 5-day winning streak. BlackRock's IBIT fund, usually the top buyer, was actually the biggest seller of that day, losing over 53.6 million. But by Tuesday, the story has flipped. ETFs pull in a small net of 4.389 million, with IBIT alone bringing back 50.19 millions. On top of that, BlackRock's quietly cut the minimum size for big and kind trades on IBIT from 25 million down to 1 million, making it easier for large investors to move in and out. ETF flows are one of the best signals we have for how big institutional money feels about Bitcoin. A 1 day outflow doesn't mean much on its own, but a same week reversal shows this isn't a broad retreat, just a short term repositioning. And BlackRock's lowering that access their holdings a bigger structural story. It makes it cheaper and easier for larger investors to trade in and out of Bitcoin through IBT, which could means more institutional activity in these funds going forward. Japanese company Metaplanet, one of the world's most aggressive corporate Bitcoin buyers, moved 3,881 Bitcoins worth of 247 million across several wallets over 3 hours today. Blockchain trackers first raise eyebrows because big wallets move sometimes means a company is about to sell. But on a closer look, the coins went from Metaplanet's own cloud storage to a new wallet and also controls, not to an exchange. That means this was an internal housekeeping ping, not a sell. Metaplanet did the exact same thing back in March with about 5,000 BTC. Big holders moving coins always sparks nerves since it can hit an incoming sell that will pressure the price. This story is a good reminder to read on chain data carefully. Wallet to wallet moves are the same as wallet to exchange move. It also puts a spotlight on Metaplanet's position. The firm holds roughly 43,000 Bitcoins. With Bitcoin near 63,600, that's an unrealized loss of about 1.4 billion or 34% underwater. Despite that, Mega Planet is still targeting 210 Bitcoins, showing real conviction even while sitting on a big paper loss. So here is where things stand. Bitcoin held its ground through a non-event inflation report ETF. Money is jumpy, Naflian and Planet big wallet move turned out to be false alarm. What to watch next? The CEC holds an opening meeting this Friday, August 14, on the new framework for crypto rules, which it could shake up how tokens projects operate.